mama told me I'm that just came along, but Castro Drive, Bermuda Road, all that, North Side, St. Louis, right there off 70, you feel? I made like 70K at the festival, you know what I'm saying? So every time I see that number 70, I just feel blessed, you feel? I might even get it.
Here come the boogeyman, we doing the can't run the clock on American Bandstand. Flashing the pan, not a fan of the jam. Band sweating on the floor till we no longer stand. Hey Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Give me the girls and the cause I need all the things. Listen to damn, cause I'm neat. You're the punk rock bumble while you shuffle your feet. Life in the fast lane, guaranteed to win in a rap race. Speeding down my wall, I've been stuck in a bad place. Fat face, sugar in the gas tank, sucking on my tailpipe. My face, nothing to gain, no one to blame. It's always the same, you can't contain all of my game. To keep it the fame, with the one paid, with the book. Never amazed that I can die happily while you screaming my name.
Can't dance now, you can't feel it. Standing at the top of the hill. Come on now. I can't dance now, you can't feel it. Lord, I'm gonna love you still.
Yeah. Take the mask off, I think you know what I'm after. If you wanna get in, baby, give me the password. Let's go faster, do a why does it always feel like I only go backwards? Got patterns, no way to escape this. Eyes wide shut, someone hit me with lace. You can't shake this, take this, fake it or make this. Feeling go away, you're in love with the fame. Feeling lonely, no one to call myself a now I'm over the homies. Not every kid should be getting the trophy. Phonies and cronies wanting to turn the bands only. Came out my love with paper or plastic. Just see you touch it, that's fantastic. This classic practice, my little gymnastics. Came the blast hits from the pocket Jurassic.
Can't dance now, you can't feel it. Standing at the top of the hill. Come on now. I can't dance now, you can't feel it. Lord, I'm gonna love you still.
Hey fans, want to know how your arm compares to a big leaguer?
Two kids in a parking lot. Well, Sunday best just wasn't good enough.
And people have choked over the years.
Let's go right here.
So look at me now. I'm so statuesque, so bloody picturesque. Oh, what is this feeling? Come on, honey, tell me the meaning. What color is this? 'Cause I just wanna be a part of it. Can't dance now, you can't feel it. Standing at the top of the hill. Come on now. I can't dance now, you can't feel it. Lord, I'm gonna love you.
All's my life I has to fight. All's my life hard times like Nazareth. I'm up, homie, you up, but if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. One keep the room with the face down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. It only put me in the twilight. But pretty Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows. 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me. Reaping everything I sow. So my karma come in heaven. No preliminary hearings on my record. I'm a silence for the record. Tell the world I knew it's too late. Boys and girls, I think I've gone great. Trying to side my face. crisis all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we've been hurt, been down before. When our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate when they in the street for sure. I'm at the preacher's door, my knees getting weak and my might blow, but we gon' be alright, alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
What you want? You a house, you a car, 40 acres and a mule, a piano, a guitar, anything. See, my name is Lucy, I'm your dog. You can live at the mall. I can see the evil, I can tell it. I know it's illegal. I don't think about it. I deposit every other zero. Thinking of my partner, put the candy, painting on a Rico. Digging in my pocket, in a profit big enough to feed you every day. My logic, get another dollar just to keep you in the presence of your Chico. I don't talk about it, be about it. Every day I sequel. If I got it, then you know you got it. Heaven, I can reach you. Pet dog, my dog, that's all. Big back and chatter. For y'all, I rap, I black on tracks, so rest assured. My rights, my wrongs, I right till I'm right with God. When you know we've been hurt, been down before. When our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate when they in the street for sure. I'm at the preacher's door, my knees getting weak and my might blow, but we gon' be alright, alright.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
I keep my head up high, I cross my
Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angel Stadium. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Los Angeles Angels. Well, Singy, today we get to see one of the game's best power hitters. He's tied for the league lead in home runs.
Yeah, he's not just hitting dingers. He's crushing them, Boog. No paint scrapers for him. His bat has been a huge boost to this lineup. Question is, how will they pitch to him today?
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Brett Wisely digs in for the Guardians. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ball one there. That's out to center field. And there's a hit. Throw back in quickly first and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back-to-back. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. Here's Byron Buck. And he takes one right on the black. Strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Ball one. Breaking ball misses down and away.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that's way high. And it's 2-2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Luis Campusano in the box now. Takes strike one.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Garcia at third. Wisely on at first with 2 down. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
2-2 to count.
Ground ball up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. The run comes across and the Guardians score first. It's 1-0. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Kyle Manzardo in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
All you gotta do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And our starting pitcher here today, Chris Paddock. What's the word on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. This one in the air. And there's 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Went deep in the ball game last night. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Puts it away for the out.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Here's Bryce Harper at the plate now. Growing up, he experienced a moment straight out of the Sandlot. Harper was getting ready to play for Team USA, but he didn't have a bat, so he borrowed one from his dad.
Okay.
The bat was autographed by Pete Rose. His dad wiped the autograph clean and told Bryce to use it. I'm not sure how many dads would have done that. And that's in the dirt. And the count is 1-2. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Soto gets under it and makes the grab. And that's the inning. Nothing across here this half. Second inning coming up from Anaheim. It's the second inning set to go. Stepping up for the Guardians, Taylor Ward. Luzardo back to work. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ripped, but it curls foul. The wind to kick the pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that one a little below the knees. Now 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that misses. And it's 2-2. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Adam Frazier in the box here lets that one go for a ball. There's your strike. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. High fly ball out to center field. Sawinski hauls it in for the out. And now it's Luis Garcia. And Cleveland on top 1-0. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Hey! I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Popped up left side. Westberg makes the catch, and that is that. Guardians lead 1. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Anthony Santander at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And now it's even up.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And now Jordan Westburg. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Westburg launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a ball popped up. Manzardo settles under this one, and there's 2 down. And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Ward makes the grab on the run. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Hit in the air out to center field. Pena on his way over, and out number 1 on the grab.
God, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he played in Major League Baseball.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. And next is the Guardians catcher, Luis Campusano. And first offering is fouled off. Campusano in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. Two outs. Got him swinging for the strikeout. They get the force. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 hit, 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Guardians 1 and the Angels nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Sawinski with a homer in his last game. Next pitch misses.
Outside.
And the count now 2-0. And downstairs.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That's in for a strike. Time called now. Upstairs outside, that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Randall Grichuk now. Good power. Not great. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe in second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game. Just couldn't get that one down, and it's really just about catching the ball with the bat.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Runner at second, nobody out. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one carried. And it is out of here. A 2-run homer, and they take the lead. It's 2-1.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Ryan Noda digs in now. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And stepping in is the speedy Jeremy Pena. First time up was a pop out. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. That one out to right. Soto has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Manzardo.
Right through there for a strike. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And ball 1.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. He scores, and the Guardians tie it up. Throws it away.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's going to be Brooks Lee. Struck out looking at his first at bat. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
There's a swing and a drive. Gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. His first homer of the year. It's 4-2.
That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Here's Adam Frazier. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that chops in for a strike. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
And there's one away. So the Guardians lineup turns over, and now the DH, Luis Garcia. Fastball for a strike. That's towards center. And there are 2 down. So digging in, Brett Wisely, 1 for 2. First pitch misses. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. Top half of inning number 4. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Fastball for a strike at 95. Hit in the air, left field. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Now, Boog, I feel for him right there, and to drop a pop-up like that as an outfielder, it's kind of like an infielder that gets the yips and can't throw across the diamond. You hope it doesn't get in his head, because everyone is paying attention to the next fly ball that he's going to get to make sure he makes the catch. And when he does, there'll be a whole lot of folks applauding sarcastically.
Soto in the box again, takes a strike. Wisely stands at second with 2 gone.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Outside. 1-2 to count. And a breaking ball misses outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception.
He's in there.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jesus Luzardo departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Matt Waldron.
Well, forget about spin rate. I mean, he's got that knuckleball that just floats up there and dances all over the place.
And now it's going to be Byron Buxton. Runner at second, 2 down. And that one fouled off. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Second home run of the inning for them, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Man, I hated knuckleballs. Seems like it's so hard to square him up and hit the ball hard, but this guy had no problem at all. It was like he was born to do this. Really good piece of hitting, just a sound swing, and he stayed within himself.
Base is empty with 2 away. Luis Campusano getting ready to hit. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. That misses. 1-0. Went with the sweeper for the strike.
1-1.
And that's down and away. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Hard hit right side. Handles, throws to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Angel Stadium. Bottom 4. Here's Harper now. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Angels just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Harper checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Nope, he held back. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Santander. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. Swung on, belted. Soto raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Jordan Westberg, the next to hit. He popped out his first time. Cut on and lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Darno stands in now, looks at that one inside. Line drive. Dives and makes the catch.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Back in Anaheim, ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Waldron back to work. Splits the plate. Strike one.
You know, these Guardians really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
He goes down looking. And up next for Cleveland, Brooks Lee. He's already homered here in this one. And that drops in for a strike. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Nabs it. Out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Adam Frazier digs in for the Guardians. Check swing, called strike. There's a strike. On the ground to first. He steps on the bag. Guardians go down in order. Guardians fail to score, but they're still on top 7-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. Ground ball to the right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And now Randall Grichuk. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, bases empty. In the air, left side. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away. And next for the Angels, Ryan Noda. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that misses.
Inside, ball 2.
And the count is 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. 5 innings complete. It's the Guardians back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Right down the chute, 0-1.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Towards first. He'll do it himself. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Brett Wisely digs in for the Guardians. And the first pitch misses for ball one. This one in the air, right field. Harper under it. Makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Sawinski makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Guardians. Well, we go bottom 6. Now at the plate, Jeremy Pena. That misses the zone. Ball one.
You know, these Angels, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
Hit in the air, right field. Soto really on his horse for it. Pulls it in on the run. 1 away. Here's Gleyber Torres. 0 for 2 in this one.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
High fly ball out to left field. Ward should have this one. Brings it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Bryce Harper, the next to hit for the Angels. That's outside. Ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Missed with a changeup, and a count 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. And he walked him.
Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
That one fouled off.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Now fly ball to right center. Buxton settles under it and makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Angels strand 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one's in there. 0-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Waldron winds and deals. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Grichuk ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Campusano, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. And that drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that's a foul ball.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Guardians 7 and the Angels. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kevin Ginkel.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Travis d'Arnaud will come up to hit.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
That one way outside, and it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Lucas Sims appears to be getting loose. Figueroa getting loose as well. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Buxton snags it for the 2nd out. 2 down, base is empty. So in now for the Angels, Jack Sawinski. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. And they cut into the lead. It's 7-3.
How in the world did he manage to hit that one out? It wasn't even in the strike zone. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So 2 down. Randall Grichuk, the next to hit for the Angels. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Fastball is outside. This one in the air. Lee. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Waldron back to work. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Lee. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a two-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel.
New pitcher now, Sam Hentges.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
That one to first, and it goes just foul. Grounded to third, could be two. Over to Torres. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Frazier in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. That one misses. And the count 1-2. Two outs. That one missed.
2-2 count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Lucas Sims.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Foul ball there. Lifted in the air out to left. Ward drifts towards it. One down. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses. Swing and a ball popped up. Lee. They got it for out number 2.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Gleyber Torres. That's down and in. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball one. Hentges, in his 5th season, he throws a curveball, a four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. That one way inside. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out. Brett Wisely digs in for the Guardians. And there's a foul ball. Next offered in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Ball one there. Bases empty, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now. Juan Soto now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Two outs, runner at first. Now here is Byron Buxton. And that's in there for strike one. And that one off the outside edge. In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position.
That's a tough spot for the catcher, Boo. No chance of stopping the outside pitch. Now the runner moves up. Those moments could be really frustrating.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Soto at second with 2 down. Breaking ball misses down and away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Caught him looking for the K. The runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Guardians 7 and the Angels 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Elvis Peguero.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And he grounds one back up the middle. In plenty of time to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Nope, ball one.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Buxton moves under it. And a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Slider right there.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers. This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
This could end it. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Hit on the ground to short. It's in and out of his glove. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
One out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
Runner. First with 2 away. Travis d'Arnaud digs in. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And ball 1. The Guardians leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, the 4th inning proved to be the real turning point. They looked locked in at the plate after that first time through the order where it just seemed that they were off balance a little bit. But once they started really recognizing the pitches, everything started to click.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon.
No Flintstone, get his bed rock. Got the game in the headlock, no safe zone inside rack. Everybody gotta play a part in, and if you ain't eating it, you stop. These concussions throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, make it everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding out from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tear stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, 'cause you're staring at the end.